Welcome, fellow adventurers, to another new Travel Escapes video. I'm Nancy, and if you're new to our channel, we are happy you've chosen to join us. If you're a returning viewer, then you should know that today's video is a departure from our usual all-inclusive resort videos. We have spent 2 weeks exploring the beautiful Indonesian island of Bali. Last week, we showed you around the resort we chose in Ubud, exploring the culture, arts, food, and spas. And the second week of our trip, we spent in Uluwatu. Uluwatu is off of the southern coast of the island, and it's famous for its beaches, cliffs, surfing, and temples. Today we're showing you a hidden gem that is the PinkCoco Resort, nestled amongst the stunning landscapes of Uluwatu, Bali. Uluwatu is not too far distance-wise from Ubud, but traffic in Bali is fierce, so it did take us 2.5 hours to go from our hotel in Ubud to our hotel in Uluwatu. I think it was actually only about 45 kilometers. However, the PinkCoco is as you would expect. It's pink. Pink buildings, pink towels, pink everything. It's rated a 9 out of 10 on Expedia and a 4.6 out of 5 on Tripadvisor and Google reviews. I thought it would be quite garish with too many Barbie vibes, but it actually wasn't. Everything you look at for this resort includes the tagline, "For cool adults only." So the entry-level room is called, by title, Cocoon Patio Room for Cool Adults Only. Next up is the Cocoon Garden View Room for Cool Adults Only. The Grand Pool View Room for Cool Adults Only. Now, you get the gist. The hotel is for 16 years of age and up, so no little ones allowed. I will be honest with you and say that I was uncertain of what we were getting into, so we did in fact book our week-long stay here into 2 parts, just in case it turns out that I am not in fact a cool adult. Well, I guess we're okay, because we very quickly blended our 2 reservations into 1 week-long stay. I'll put a screen grab here of what the resort defines as for cool adults only. When you see PDA here, you need to put it into context and know that 87% of the Indonesian population is Muslim. And for those who don't know, modesty is an important part of the Muslim faith. It is also a culture steeped in Hinduism and Hindu philosophy. Bali is a Hindu majority province within the country of Indonesia. This video is not about religion and I'm not going to address it, but I want to let you know that basically, the sentence that says, being kind, respectful, and considerate of everyone, a welcoming and inclusive space, defines what our experience was like staying here. Someone else may have had a different experience, but I can only speak about what our week-long stay was like. We didn't see anything inappropriate going on any more than we see at any other resort we visit. We booked our stay through Expedia. We chose this resort based on a couple of YouTube videos we watched, its size and eclectic nature of the hotel, as well as the reviews about the resort's exceptional service and of course the price. Much like in Ubud, we wanted to avoid a cookie-cutter resort that we can find anywhere. As we explored this area of the island, we found that many of the large beachside resorts we looked at were similar to the resorts we would find in Hawaii or other parts of the Caribbean. They are great, of course, and I absolutely understand why they're full of vacationing Australians, but we come all the way to Bali from Canada, so we wanted to stay in something smaller and a little more Uluwatu-esque, if you will. We focused on other people's reviews and videos to learn more about it, and in typical New Travel Escapes fashion, we are taking some time to pay it forward and make our own video about our stay so others can better decide if this is a good fit for them or if it's not. The PinkCoco has only 28 rooms, so it is definitely small. The staff is absolutely fantastic, and it is a 5-minute walk to one of the best surfing beaches in the area, Padang Padang Beach. They filmed some of the beach scenes in the movie Eat, Pray, Love at Padang Padang Beach. They market this resort as luxury. Nope, I wouldn't say it's a luxurious resort. It is definitely cute. It's a fairly simple 3-star resort, and as I mentioned, it's small and quaint. There are 2 pools, there's a spa, there's 1 restaurant, and the resort is very walkable. There are plenty of restaurants all around the resort, so you can find something different every night if you want. I highly recommend the pescatarian restaurant across the street called The Place with No Name, as well as Disco Pizza Palace and ours, just a short walk down the street. We're going to show you around the grounds of the resort, and the resort gardens are beautifully done with vibrant tropical flora, and with the buildings painted in various shades of, you guessed it, pink. This resort is really charming. Inspired by the rich heritage of Bali, the architecture of the PinkCoco Resort seamlessly blends traditional Balinese elements with modern quirky comforts. From intricately carved wooden details to soaring thatched roofs, the design evokes a sense of quirky elegance. I use quirky a lot when talking about this resort. We booked one of the 2 penthouse rooms for this trip. Now, I know what you're thinking. The penthouse. How swanky. Well, it was very cool, but definitely not what I would consider swanky. Now, let me show you. First off, I was completely taken aback by the stairs. At first, you look up and see the penthouse and go, it kind of looks like someone put a fancy garden shed on the roof of the building, beside the water tank, and called it a penthouse. Then as we were taken to our room, there is this crazy staircase, which is more of a ladder than a staircase really, leading up to the room. Now, God bless the poor guy who lugged my suitcase up that ladder staircase to the room. He deserves a raise. Once up to the room, whatever was in the room came second to those views. It was absolutely worth climbing that sketchy staircase to get to spend a week enjoying these sunset views. Inside the room, there is a sitting area with a TV, there's a king bed with a large mosquito net around it, there's a small mini fridge, glass refillable water bottles, a kettle for tea, and we were welcomed with a small plate of fruit. The bathroom has a good shower, a large open window, vanity with a few toiletries. Now, I will warn you that the toiletries are really not good at all, so bring your own. The washroom is not air conditioned, so when you have the AC on, you will need to make sure that your bathroom door is closed or you'll be air conditioning the outdoors. The AC in the room worked well and got cold enough to sleep comfortably. The bed and bedding was very comfortable. The best part of the penthouse is definitely the views. The outdoor space is fantastic and you can see the sunset every evening while sitting on the daybed enjoying a glass of wine. You have great views of the Indian Ocean as well as the island landscape. There are several room options to choose from. All of the rooms have air conditioning and a ceiling fan, which is important to know in Bali because you can't just assume there will be air conditioning. There are cocoon patio rooms located on the ground floor facing a garden. They are 28 square meters or about 300 square feet with a queen bed. The seating for this room is a couple of floor cushions at the end of the bed. The cocoon garden view rooms are the same size with a queen bed as well, and they have a small bench that they call a day bed. That's questionable. There is a daybed outside of your room that's a nice place to enjoy your morning coffee. The grand pool view rooms are larger at 44 square meters or 470 square feet approximately, and they are located on the ground floor with direct access to the garden and pool. They have the option of a queen or 2 twin beds. The rooms have a private terrace with a daybed. Horizon rooms are located on the first floor, and they are about the same size as the grands with a queen bed. They have a private balcony with seating and nice views over the resort. The penthouse you've already seen, and it is 72 square meters or 775 square feet, and it's the only room category that has king beds. There is also a daring room that is red and black rather than pink and white, and it is 85 square meters with a queen bed. It's supposed to be their take on a honeymoon suite, but I never saw it, and I didn't speak to anyone who knew anything about it. The housekeeping and turn-down service was nicely done at the PinkCoco. They leave your pool towels in the bathroom for you to take with you to the pool. They leave a basket for you to place your pool towels in when you want them changed out. The room even comes with a set of pink pajamas for you to use. I assume more for social media than for anything else really. I'm not into wearing a loner pair of PJs, but if you are, then you go for it. There are also 2 pairs of flip-flops, thongs, slippers, or whatever you want to call them in the rooms to wear around the resort pool or the spa. The pools are a great place to spend the afternoon after a morning of beach exploring, surfing, or shopping. One of the most unique features of the PinkCoco is the honor bar at the pool. They have different snacks and beverages available to take on the honor system. You choose what you want and write down your name, what you took, and your room number. They'll simply add it to your bill at the end of your stay. The staff also brings around little treats for guests around the pool, popsicles, fruit, small appetizer bites, and whatnot, just giving you a little something, and while they're doing it, they check on how your stay is going. As I mentioned earlier, the staff at this resort is outstanding. They helped us with suggestions for viewing a Kechak dance and visiting the famous Uluwatu temple. They suggested restaurants and the best places to buy souvenirs, the best beaches to go to, and also those to avoid. They offer laundry service at the hotel. They will give you a paper bag in which you can put your dirty laundry, and then they will send it out to be washed and dried and returned to you. I filled that bag full, and it was only about $7 to have our laundry done and returned the next day. This is not a party resort. They have strict policies about noise, and it is 100% smoke-free. The spa is on site. I didn't use it on this trip, but my husband got a haircut while we were there, and he said it was very nice, simple but clean and well priced. We tried to get into the spa for massages, but every time we were free, they were fully booked. The restaurant on site is called Tapas del Mar. If you've booked a room with breakfast included, then this is where you'll go for your breakfast. Breakfast was really good. They have several different options, and I'll put the menu up on the screen. If you need a quick conversion, the prices for the mains range anywhere from $6 to $8 Canadian or Australian, and that's about $4 to $6 USD for the mains. It's not as good as the Ayung Resort restaurant breakfast, and honestly, I'm not sure anywhere else could beat the Wijaya Kusuma, but it was still a very good way to start our day in Uluwatu. I'll show you the lunch and dinner menus at Tapas del Mar so you have an idea of what they offer. It's a fairly diverse menu, and as I mentioned earlier, there are several very good restaurants less than a 5-minute walk from the hotel, so there's really no need to factor in getting a rideshare to go to dinner. This area has music almost nightly at many of the different restaurants, and I really like this and made a point to plan our dinner times around the live music. What sets the PinkCoco Uluwatu Resort apart are its thoughtful touches and unique amenities, its small size, and the amazing staff they had. It was also nice not to have any young children running around the pool and the grounds. Now don't get me wrong, I love kids. I have kids, but the PinkCoco is not a kid-friendly environment. It is designed as more of a retreat for relaxation. It is also a nice resort to go to if you're a solo traveler or friends traveling together. We loved our week exploring Uluwatu, and we're very glad we chose to book the PinkCoco Hotel. It's not the most luxurious or high class, and it's definitely not a 5-star, but they get top marks from me as a 3-star hotel that gave 5-star service. I really enjoyed getting a chance to talk to the staff, explore the places that they love best about their villages. Being able to walk to the beach was fantastic, and our visit to the Uluwatu Temple was memorable. The views from the Uluwatu Temple reminded me a lot of the Great Ocean Road in Australia, but the monkeys at this temple are very aggressive, so if you go, lock up your stuff or they will steal it. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider supporting this channel by subscribing and sharing our videos. We're not sponsored, we're not trying to sell you anything, and we pay for all of our own trips, and subscribing is a great and free way to support this type of content. With the vast amount of AI-generated content from people who have never even been to the places they're reviewing, and those who are giving you a review based on selling you something, we really appreciate your support for our type of content. Don't worry, we have not abandoned our focus on all-inclusive resorts, but we have been inspired to explore more of this great big beautiful world, and maybe we can inspire you too. I hope you have an amazing week and that you have something fun planned for yourself. See you next week for more new travel escapes. Bye!